Hello, good morning. Welcome to my house. I live in the west of Ireland, and today what we're going to talk about is a central heating system. This is a central heating system that I have designed and I have invented, and I am the patent holder. So I'm going to walk you through it now bit by bit and show you how it works. So what we have here is a conventional boiler. You just pan around this way, please. No, Danielle, walk around this way. And in here, as you can see, it's just an ordinary boiler running on kerosene, like everyone all over the world you'll see. It's a standard 90,000 BTU boiler. And here is our oil tank, which feeds the boiler. Now down here what I have is an interesting little piece of gear. It is a fuel meter. So it monitors the amount of fuel that goes into the boiler. So this can tell, I can read now exactly how much oil I'm using in 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. I can monitor it all the time. This is a very accurate piece of kit. I think it's made in Switzerland, but it allows me to monitor the fuel. So what we're going to do now, we're going to walk around and have a look at another piece of the kit. Okay, so with a normal central heating system, as anyone knows really, what happens is, you know, you have from your boiler you have a flow and return. The flow goes to your radiators, heats up your radiators, and then eventually goes back to the boiler. That's how every system works. Now what we've designed here, we've designed basically a thermal store of water. Now this is actually a 200 litre thermal store of water. So what happens is the boiler heats this water up and it allows this water to pump around the house. So we're heating, in addition to the water in our radiators, we're heating this thermal store of water here. Now, so that's what happens here. Now there's a secondary pump here. We'll explain that as we go on. Now, would you just come in? I want to show you the temperature of the water here. So as we can see here, what we're using here is a solar station. Okay, so we can see the temperature of the water is 44 centigrade and 45 centigrade. 44, 45. Now we're using, this is a solar station, but the only piece I want is actually this solar reading. This is the only piece that's working on here. So obviously these little thermostats here, one goes into say the top of the tank and in so like so. I'll put that back in a minute. And another thermostat that is here is in the bottom of the tank. So that will give us an accurate reading as to what temperatures our tank is actually. So that's what we're using there. So it will go back inside. Now, so this is, in effect, it's a thermal store of water. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go inside and we're going to talk a little bit how the system works. Okay. Now the cylinder I've got out there, that's actually a 200 litre solar cylinder that I'm using. It's only I'm using solar because I did some work with solar and I had this equipment available to me. So in effect how it works is, we know our central heating runs off of oil. Now what happens here is, instead of we turn on our central heating for say 5 or 6 hours, what we're doing now is we're only actually turning our central heating on for 20 minutes per hour. So initially when we start our run going, say our heating's coming on at 4:30, we have it on for half an hour, and then after that we shut the heating down. The water in the store is up to a nice temperature. That pumps around the system, around the radiator, so our boiler is now turned off. And what's heating our radiator is from our thermal store. Well, as the water starts to cool, every hour after that, the boiler comes on for either 15 minutes or a 20-minute run. So say for example it comes on at 6 o'clock for 20 minutes, 7 o'clock for 20 minutes, 8 o'clock for 20 minutes, 9 o'clock for 20 minutes, and 10 o'clock say for 20 minutes, and maybe 11 o'clock for 20 minutes. Now, how that works is you're saving fuel because obviously your boiler's not turned on. Now, some people would argue that you know, you're not saving anything, but I can assure you I am. Now, what I have done, when I fitted that meter outside as you saw on the line, it is proven to me that if I have say a 6.5 hour heating run from say 4:30 in the afternoon to 11 o'clock at night, I know I'm using 13 3/4 litres of of oil to heat my system. Now my house will be approximately 18, 19, 20 centigrade with that. Now that's using conventional heating system. Now when I run my central heating system, I'm only using 8.5 litres of oil. So that gives me a saving of about 42% every day on oil, which obviously is an awful lot. So basically that is how the system works. Now it should work on every house, all types of houses. I mean, say if you're in North America where you run your central heating system 24 hours a day, this is ideal for you because you've got this massive saving. Now some people say you turn the boiler down and you get the same results. That's not true because the meter does not lie. And that's what all what it boils down to. Now, okay, we'll cut.